Hello all, I am Hari Vignesh Rajaram. My topic for this course project is relative merits of different project management certifications and also comparing the merits of having certifications versus having none but only experience. Managing a project at first seems to be an easy job, but it is one of the toughest jobs present in any industry. We have heard about a lot of high-profile projects which failed miserably because of few errors that went unnoticed in some part of the product life cycle. Errors can happen at any point of the life cycle, and we need project management professionals with sufficient knowledge and right skill set to find or predict these errors beforehand and avoid it. Certifications are one means of validating the skills and knowledge of a person. Right now, many companies actually recruit people only with these certifications in an attempt to standardize the project management process and to increase the success rate of a project. When I started researching about this topic, I couldn't find a lot of papers on this particular topic. The few papers that I found were actually equally divided. On one hand, there were publications like Certification and Experience, the Impact of Triple Constraint, which concluded that these management certifications ensure an IT project manager possesses the necessary skill of the profession but does not guarantee expertise nor significantly impact the increased likelihood of successful projects. And there were few other papers which stated that there is no difference in project success rate between a PMP certified and uncertified IT managers. On the other hand, there were many papers discussing that they could see an increase in the success rate of a project based on the number of certifications a project manager has done. And there were few particular papers which stated that the certifications are actually imperative and that the project management certifications provide professionals the basic skills necessary for running a project smoothly. In recent years, the number of management certifications has increased manifold. We have certifications like PMP and Prince2 which are highly sought after by the experienced candidates. On the other hand, we have certifications like SPM and Project Plus which is mostly targeted for the entry level project managers. Along with the general management certifications, we also have few certifications which are tailor-made for a particular cause. For example, we have Certified Scrum Master, which deals with the tools and techniques needed for the efficient running of a Scrum project. Then we have Six Sigma certifications, which deals with the techniques to reduce the number of errors and defects in a project. Let's look at some of these certifications and their merits in the upcoming slides. The first certification is the Project Management Professional, also known as the PMP. It is awarded by the Project Management Institute. It covers all the process right from initiating a project to closing the project. It's one of the highly sought after and the most distinguished certification right now for a management professional. The merits of having a PMP is huge. As it is one of the highly reputed certification, the candidates having PMP are highly sought after in the job market. Also, a recent survey shows that a PMP candidate earns around 23% more than their counterparts with no certifications. PMP certification is also is a standard for measuring all other certifications. Next certificate is a Certified Associate in Project Management. It is also offered by the Project Management Institute. But the main difference between the PMP and the CAPM is CAPM is usually targeted for entry-level project managers. Unlike PMP, CAPM focuses mainly on the fundamentals of project management, and it is also quite easy when compared to PMP. The test syllabus is covered by the PMBOK guide. As PMP is also based on PMBOK, studying for CAPM will also help in clearing the PMP in the future. This is actually seen as one of the major merits by the young professionals, and they actually choose CAPM for this main reason. The next one is a Certified Project Management Practitioner Certificate. It is actually offered by EC Council. It is mainly targeted for project managers who want to alleviate their skill set and benchmark their project management skills. It is also a general purpose management certificate which covers managerial and technical tools and techniques available for leading a project successfully. It is actually founded after the 9/11 attacks to fight the cyber terrorism and strengthen the cyber security of the organizations. The main merits of the certifications are it is quite cheaper when compared to all other certifications. and the preparation for this is only a course which has to be done for a 3-day long period. The next one is the Master Project Manager, also known as MPM. It's offered by the American Academy of Project Management. It's mainly focuses on both business and technical management aspects, and hence it suits both business and technical professionals. Few of the merits of this certifications are it's also one of the cheaper ones when compared to the other costly certifications like PMP. It's also provides waivers for qualified professionals with master's degree. MPM can give a overall management experience. It will also enhance the individual's communication skills, team management skills, and etc. Next is the Prince2 certification. Prince stands for Projects in Controlled Environment. It's a managerial principle developed by the UK government, and it is well known throughout Europe. It covers a range of project management activities from design, development, and delivery of the projects. Prince2 certification is actually offered by Alaxos. It mainly focuses on planning, cost analysis, and risk mitigation of the projects. There are various variations, and the cost of the certifications depends upon the variation we choose. As principles are followed in a wide variety of industries and throughout Europe, candidates having Prince2 certifications are highly sought after and highly recognized throughout the world. Next is the CompTIA Project Plus certification. Unlike PMP and Prince2, Project Plus certification is mainly targeted for entry-level managerial candidates. It mainly focuses on building skillful business communications. It mainly targets people working as business analysts, directors, managers, and project coordinators. The main advantage of Project Plus is similar to that of the CAPM. The certification is designed for both IT and non-IT professionals who wish to gain more insight into project management. People generally use knowledge gathered from this certification to prepare for higher certificates. Project Plus gives a fundamental knowledge required to become a professional manager. The next certificate is Certified Scrum Master or CSM. It is offered by a non-profit organization called Scrum Alliance. It mainly focuses on Scrum fundamentals, its working, roles in the scope of the Scrum Master, and the process involved. CSM is an entry-level program for project managers who want to get started as a Scrum practitioners. Nowadays, Scrum methodology is almost followed in all projects, and persons with the CSM are highly sought after, and it can give a career boost for project managers who want to lead a Scrum team. The next certificate is Associate in Project Management or APM. It is also an entry-level program for managers. It is offered by an organization called Global Association for Quality Management. The Global Association, along with APM, also offers 2 more certifications called PPM and CPD. Professional in Project Management and Certified Project Director. PPM is mainly focused for experienced project managers, and CPD is for senior technical managers. APM is also one of the world-renowned certifications, and it gives the employers assurance that the employee possesses a basic understanding of management and other related areas. Another merits of APM is it gives free access to Project Journal Archive and many other APM publications. Next in line is the Certified Six Sigma Black Belt. In general, Six Sigma certifications focuses on finding errors and defects in product life cycle, thereby improving the process and enhancing the standard of the workplace. In particular, Six Sigma Black Belt is highly demanding and requires candidate to possess at least 3 years of work experience, and also he has to work on at least 2 or 3 projects and implementing Six Sigma on those and showcasing a financial uplift on those projects. Due to this hard-work nature, Six Sigma has a high reputation in the employer side. The Certified Six Sigma Green Belt is almost similar to the Black Belt, but it is just 1 level below the Black Belt. All other things are almost similar to the Six Sigma Black Belt. One good thing about the Six Sigma certifications are that these certifications do not expire and they are valid for lifetime. Also, They are actually recognized by all the industry around the world. These certifications mainly focus on skills like team development, process improvement, increasing the quality of the deliverables, etc. These skills doesn't depend on one single industry and can actually apply to all other industries. Hence, the certificate is valid for any industry. Even though these skills take time to build and become proficient, the green belt and black belt provides a fundamental understanding and knowledge to begin with. The final certification that we are going to discuss about is Project Management in IT Security. As the name suggests, this certification mainly focuses on the security aspects of an IT project. Even though it covers general project management practices, it mainly focuses on special skills needed for an IT security in a project. This is actually offered by the EC Council. It is usually taken up by management professionals who are working as system administrators, network engineers, etc. The professionals who do these certifications become capable of recognizing security issues at any phase of the project. They become expert in avoiding as well as eradicating such issues in any phase of the project. Thus, many of the software industries and banking sectors actually look out for professionals with project management IT security certificate. Along with all other certifications, there are tons of online project management certification courses, and there are few colleges which offer management certifications. Few of these courses are actually even aggregated by the PMI, which gives them some level of credibility. And these courses often tend to be a lot cheaper when compared to the other certifications that we have seen till now. Some of the universities which offer these certifications are Stanford, UC Berkeley, Caltech, MIT, etc. But the credibility of each course depends upon the university which offers the course and the accreditation program. Till now, we saw a lot about various certifications and the merits or slight advantages of taking those certifications. Now let us see the collective advantage of doing a management certification in general. First, it helps to create a good impression in the first sight. Hiring managers usually look out for certain certifications or keywords which match their requirement. For example, for a technical guy, putting a Java developer or a Python developer will help them get noticed easily. The same way, project manager can showcase his skills by just putting the certifications he has done in his resume. Next, it builds credibility. Simply saying that you know Scrum, you know Agile doesn't prove anything. Instead, if you have a certified Scrum Master certificate with you, you can showcase and tell the people that you actually know the stuff you're talking, and the people will actually go along with you. It also gives exposure to better practices and project management principles. You might be coding your entire life, but once you read a documentation of a language and start coding based on its principles, only then it's the best possible way of coding. In same way, you can do Scrum and you can do Agile, but once you know the underlying techniques and why it is actually used, then you can probably use it in a more efficient manner. Also, knowing the stuff helps you in evaluating the skills of other people. And the knowledge acquired by these certifications usually can be applied to any industry, and thus it is another advantage. You can be in any industry and it will always help you. Certifications such as PMP are currently globally recognized and has become an industry standard. So having a certification will help the managers to advance in their career, boost one's professional life. Also, members of PMP and certain certifications have a close network, and gaining access to those networks will open up a lot of new opportunities which can lead to a career growth. We saw what are the merits of having a project management certification. Now let us see what are the merits for a company to have a certified professional. Obviously, it adds value to the company. The certified professionals will have more knowledge and they will be able to focus and prevent costly mistakes. They also help in smooth running of a team. People who know Scrum and Kanban or other technologies can teach a few other people in the team. Thereby everyone in the team is highly professional and helps in the growth of the company. Also, if it is a client-facing company, clients will feel more confident and have faith in the company if they know that the person who is handling their project is actually a certified professional and he has proven that he knows the stuff what he is doing, which actually adds value to the company. So, which is good, having certifications or having experience? On one hand, certifications gives you credibility. It allows the hiring managers and others know that you already have completed the certification and you are well versed in these concepts. It gives an exposure to better practices and better project management principles. It equips a person with the right skills and knowledge that are needed for a project manager. On the other hand, the wisdom and experience you gain through experience is irreplaceable. As the saying goes, experience is the best teacher. There will always be a gap between what you learn and what you actually do, and only by doing you can actually learn the process happening in the real world. And success of a project depend on how well managers can apply the knowledge gained through the experience in their current project. Okay. Hello, ma'am. Could you please introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Padmini Ranganathan. I worked as a program manager at Pros Revenue Management and worked as an engineering manager at Mobilize.
Awesome. How long have you been working as a manager, ma'am?
I've been working as a manager for about 3 years.
Okay. மேம் நடுவில் நீ படிக்கிறேன் கொஞ்சம் முடிஞ்ச அளவுக்கு எலாபரேட்டா சொல்லுங்க மேம், அப்பதான் ஒரு 10 நிமிஷம் தாண்டும்.
ஓ 10 நிமிஷம் இருக்கணுமா?
ஒரு 5 ல இருந்து 10 நிமிஷமா வந்தா ஓகே தான். இல்ல ரொம்ப எலாபரேட் பண்ணனும் இல்ல, சும்மா ஒரு 3 லைன்.
மத்ததுக்கெல்லாம் இருக்கு, சிலதுக்கெல்லாம் இருக்கு.
ஓகே. நீ தூக்கிடுங்க, கவலை போறாங்க, நான் தமிழ்ல பேசிட்டோமே. சரி.
ஒரு நிமிஷம் இரு ஹரி. நீ கொஞ்சம் அந்த ரூம்ல போய் பண்ணிக்கோ. எது அங்க போய் பண்ண, இந்த அங்க போய் பண்ண, இந்த அங்க சரி. கிச்சன்ல இந்த சவுண்ட் வருது. I am doing an interview. Give me 5 minutes, it will be done. நீ பாடுபடுத்துறீங்க, நான் இப்பதான் இங்க வந்தேன். It will be done soon. அங்க பண்ண பொண்ணாங்க, அது கிச்சன்ல போடாத, இங்க நம்ம லிவிங் ரூம்ல போடு.
கன்ஃபார்ம் கெட்ட வார்த்தை வச்சுட்டு வாங்க போறது கன்ஃபார்ம். நீங்க சொல்லிக்கீங்களே, நீங்க வீட்டுல ஆபீஸ் வேலை பார்த்தாலே திட்டு வாங்குவீங்க, நீங்க இல்ல ஆபீஸ் வேலையும் இல்ல.
சரி முடிச்சிடலாம், 10 minutes வரணும் இல்ல?
ஓகே, நான் அப்படியே செகண்ட்ல இருந்து வரைக்கிறேன் மேம். ஓகே, what actually helped you achieve this position, ma'am?
Okay, I gained a sufficient product knowledge over my tenure at Pros, and I also gained lot of domain knowledge in the airline industry by talking to all customers and my peers and customer success managers. And the second thing is my ability to handle different functions across different teams, collaboration and the teamwork. People deliver things in a timely fashion. Those are the key things that helped me to become a manager.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Okay, nowadays actually people are more interested towards getting a management certificate and showcasing it. So like, what do you think about it? Like, does management certification really make a difference in the industry?
I am not sure if certification is needed to make a difference. Certification to me is an external validation. If you stay and contribute in an organization for a reasonable time, they already know you very well, and I don't think it's needed. For example, in my case, I didn't need any certification to become a manager.
Oh, good. But I know that a lot of people are like moving to these certifications. Like, from your perspective, like, which certification do you think is like the most sought after one right now?
I've seen whenever I looked at some job post, PMP is the most sought after certification. But nowadays I have seen others like Scrum Master and PMI ACP. Those are gaining some popularity.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, do you think the younger age group should take these certifications, or like the experienced person should take these certifications?
See, when they're already experienced, they have already showcased all their capabilities. To me, if they are in the mid-level, from let's say from 5 to 7 years, and they are in earlier phases when they will move to the mid-management level, roughly around 35 to 40 years, they can do it. Beyond that, I don't think there is any need for certification at all.
Yeah. And like, for example, if you had done a PMP, would it have helped you in your career?
Maybe, yes. It could have, if I had done it early on when I started my career, it could have helped me.
Okay, that's good. Does these certifications have any other value other than the career boost?
Okay, certifications provide all the tools and techniques needed and can be used to advance one's career. So I think if you do it at the right time, when you're becoming a manager, it will actually be useful to even carry out your function, and therefore you can climb the career ladder. So I think it's an additional value only. Yeah.
But only in the career perspective, like it doesn't help in any other way, like something like that.
So these, especially if you know about talking about PMP, it gives you all the techniques and the tools on what kind of methodology to follow and how to measure and how to, do these metrics and things like that. But it is domain agnostic, right? So you're not going to learn anything about any particular domain at all. It's just how to manage the project and the people and the task, right? Right. Yeah.
Okay. Like if we are asked to do a certification by a company, like which one would you prefer, right?
I will still, if I don't think at my point in my career, people will ask me to do it. But if I'm forced, they're saying, "Oh, I will pay for you. Just do it. I'll do a PMP and the PMI ACP," because I already covered all the material for PMI ACP. ACP is Agile Certified Professional. Okay. I just had to take the test. So I'll still do PMI ACP and then PMP.
So what actually made you not take that exam till now?
Come again?
Like what made that exam till now? Like you already
completed the course. So far nobody asked me or forced me to say, hey, you need the certification, otherwise you're not going to stay in this company or I'll kick you out,
Okay. Okay. Another one, nowadays at least students prefer doing an MBA degree directly instead of taking a management certification and improving themselves. So which one do you think is actually worthwhile doing?
It's like if we are comparing MBA with not specifically PMP, but something similar to PMP, I would say go for an MBA because at least to the extent I have seen, the MBA students do a lot of case studies across multiple industries, not just a software. All the related services around software. They do across all the manufacturing, finance, and healthcare. Lot of case studies across the board. So I think that gives an edge over doing just project management certification.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Do you think like people can learn from the experience rather than the certifications?
Absolutely. So if everything has to happen textbook, the world will look very different today. But that the reality is hardly anything like a textbook. It's always very different and nothing like what we learn in the classroom setting. So I would value more a real world experience than a certification.
Yeah, that's good to hear. And software engineers and developers, they can showcase their skills by telling like they're expert in Java, C++, something like that. But how do you think the managers can showcase their expertise if not they're doing these certifications?
Still the certifications are again testing their knowledge of what they studied in PM BOK, the Project Management Book of Knowledge, right?
Yeah.
But the person in actually, if they've done actual management, they can showcase how they have completed the project in a timely fashion, how they handled multiple priorities, how did they handle conflicting priorities, and how did they collaborate with the different functions across the organization, and to do within in a time bound fashion. That is very different from, again, PMP gives you all the tools, but it doesn't translate into experience. It's just a body of knowledge.
Right.
Unless you apply to your practical work, it holds no water there, So I would still prefer experience over certification.
Okay. From this itself, I can actually guess the answer for the next one too, but still I'm going to ask you one more last question. Efficient industry experience or a candidate with zero experience but with certification?
Absolutely. You already heard from me, a knowledgeable candidate with sufficient industry experience is more worthy than anybody having certificates, right? Because they can showcase key accomplishments in every which attest to their capability, then the certificates are by reading textbooks, right?
Right.
So you can list, okay, I finished this project within this budget. I did cost cutting by removing this extra unnecessary VMs. Things like that. You can. I monitored all the network traffic and found out things that are not done well, and I saved on the bandwidth. You can list all your things that you have actually done. You can put that as a key accomplishment. Then saying, hey, I know how to do a Kanban board, which shows like this. I have a pull queue, I move to progress, and then I take it to done. So,
yeah, I actually guessed this answer from the previous one, but just I wanted to get a confirmed answer from you. Okay. That's it from my end, ma'am. Thanks for answering all these questions patiently.
Okay. Very, very interesting perspective. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to, show my perspective.
Thanks, ma'am. Thanks a lot. Certifications obviously will help the individuals in gaining exposure to different areas of project management, and it will certainly help build one's knowledge on project management. But certification alone won't make an individual a better project manager. The wisdom and knowledge that comes with experience is irreplaceable. We have seen many tech industries which are headed by CEOs who are just college dropouts who don't even have a single degree or a certification with them. All this comes because of the experience. Thus, the experience is irreplaceable. Certification is necessary, but not sufficient to ensure that success in project management. According to a recent job growth report, there is going to be an increasing demand for skilled project management professionals. Substantial experience, along with right skills and knowledge acquired through certification, will help the professional thrive in this competitive world.